Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To the air, it's Johnson. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumps in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The Wildcats looking to run some tempo here. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
That's reeled in. It's Giddens. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
That's going to be incomplete. The first down drop here in the middle of the field. Now it's 2nd down here.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's got it for a big game. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Nice grab. It's Wolf. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. making people miss. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense and just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And the single back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And it's a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Johnson. He's moving out of the pocket. After all that running around, they've got him for a sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Grab down the middle. It's Giddens. And they'll get him down that time.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quick throw to the right, looking for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Here comes a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Johnson. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. He brings the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. The sure hands. It's Giddens. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Giddens. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. On the run here, lets it go. He makes the grab. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He
breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put them in scoring position before the half.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. That run sets up a critical third down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. The Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field. Not the way he wanted to kick it. He'll field this, looking to get out of his own territory. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. The pass rush closing. The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
High completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but a pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. With the catch, it's Giddens. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Giddens. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The Wildcats looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Back in motion now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Looking for 6. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Off the play fake on first down. He lets it go on the move. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job getting that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Using his legs, it's Jones. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Brown. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back. It's Johnson. Defense is coming after him. And they've got him. The defense makes a big play in the last play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up.
21, Kansas State, 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's going to take off here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. To throw, it's Johnson. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Touchdown, Kansas State. A strong fight back. So here we go. Fourth quarter, cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Kansas State offense is back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown try last time they had it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. Scanning the field, it's Johnson. Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, positive yards here. Fourth quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
The ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. They're gaining some breathing room now, tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Physical run earns the first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll run it to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to boot it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. When it comes down to this, they need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking to scramble. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
On the double.
Looking to pass. It's Johnson. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over.